Hey, Dan from Waipu Caves Farm Park. I'm here in my role with Search and Rescue, or Cave Rescue. So we've got the crew here. Our scenario today for our training is that we're going to be going into Bridge Cave. There's a person who has a broken leg and we're going to be taking the stretcher in. So we're just entering the cave now. There's a crew of about 6 over here waiting to go in, and the Milky phone has been set up. That is a particular type of communication device, which is a wire, because we can't use an RT underground or phones or anything like that, so a wire is run in and we have a little device to use in there. So once we're in, we'll be then calling back out for the stretcher to come in. So this is the entrance to this cave. You can see the wire crossing the screen, and we'll be dropping down. It's about a 4-metre climb down. Not needing rope on this, it's quite easily climbable into this section. So Dean's down there having a check, see if there's a different way to pass the stretcher through. This is excellent caving. A little bit of squeezing, a little bit of climbing. So we're just going down in this hole. So here we are inside the cave, and Dean's just whipping out there to, we want to get another Milky phone in here. Here's a few cave wetters. Some formations as usual. Oh, there. That is a harvestman. There's another harvestman there. There's a particular type of creature which lives around the caves. Anyway, let's go into the cave a bit further. Climbing over. Okay, now we're down. This is a stream which only flows when there's flood waters. So we're crawling. So in this case, when we're bringing a stretcher through, it'll be everyone sort of laying down, kneeling, or sliding across our legs. So, able to stand, almost fully stand up, briefly, side passage, and then we're back on our knees, slide it on my belly. That'll be a bit of fun with the stretcher. Rolling. It's a wire for the Milky phone. So we're quite a way inside this cave, and a section where we can stand up, and this is the sort of beauty why cavers love caving, as well as the physical and mental challenge. Lots of nice clean formations. Right, let's move on. So we're now in the location where we're going to stop here. The water comes from way upstream, but we're not going to go in through the wet ducts. We're going to have the scenario of a fractured leg just here. So the crew is setting up the sked, which is a rolled up stretcher. You unroll it and construct it and wrap your patient up in it. So patient is volunteer patient is in the stretcher now, rolled up, and because this is a training scenario, we do actually have some time restraints, so we are opting out of the wrapping of the leg as if it was broken. And for us, the key learning is about use of the sked, the stretcher, and the handling of it through the cave. And the wrapping of legs and stuff can be done in the SAR building when there's more time. You see, sometimes you've got to make shortcuts to get around so you can get ahead. So, a place like this, if we're walking, single person, easy. But a stretcher, a lot harder. So this is the Milky phone. Alligator clip just up here gets clipped into the wire. We press that in, and we have this device here, which is reasonably waterproof. We press it into the earth or in contact with the ground, because the outside case is the other completes the circuit, and then we push a button and we can talk. So communication between the team is really critical. So they are just before the haul, they're all saying everyone's ready, and saying, yep, we're ready to move, and then they go. So they're now around the corner, setting themselves up for the next obstacle. In this case, there's a couple of hollows. The rescue crew will slot themselves down into a hole, and the stretcher will slide over the top of them. Isn't it? Right now. Yes. So we have Mark and Dean in the hole. Who's that? That bloke's there. They can help guide the stretcher on. Now, in a perfect world, you know, it's not so comfortable for patients to be going head first downhill. It's only a slight slope, so and he's not nauseous. Because we've told him he's not nauseous.
Once he passed me here.
Who's got the truck? Are you ready?
Okay, on three. You ready? Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, here we go. Human pothole fillers.
Put your knees down, knees down, Mark. Knees down, that's it. Yep. Just watch your head.
Yeah. And, yep, doing it in a dry cave is much nicer. It's sure as hell not much fun if that was full of a stream, and sometimes your face is out of water and that's it. So we're near the exit to the cave where we came in, and guys are just planning the process of getting up the, it's a small climb. It's marginal. Should we be using rope? It's sort of climbable, and with the amount of people we've got here, we're going to extract just with a small support line. And so, as I was saying before, that cave rescue doesn't really happen very often. The training, we do it every 2 months, mostly on our property here at Waipu Caves Farm Park. But the important thing is that it's not only about cave rescue. There's a lot of team skills going on here, managing people, managing patients. When we just do stuff with the rope, it's also about the rope skills, but also those skills are used in the cliff rescue, and even on like a bush track. If someone's fallen down a steep bank, those skills can be used there as well. So
you might actually, best place for you might be on the other
many
side,
skills learned.
and just to stop them from.
So the patient is sitting up on a rock, and he's all secure up there. The crew is going to climb around through another hole near the outside of the cave and pass him over there. So here we have all volunteers. There's 2 police in this team, and many of these crew are also not only the cave rescue team, they're also in the cliff rescue team. and doing land SAR. So if you get lost in the bush or break an ankle in the bush, then they go there, as well as the urban side if perhaps someone Alzheimer's missing or something like that. All these people will go to most of those sorts of rescues. So we can see a little bit of light from the outside there. It's a bit of a squeeze. You've got to sort of almost turn sideways when you climb through that hole to come in or go out. And so here we have a stretcher which we're potentially going to have to turn him slightly sideways to get through that last section for about 2 metres. So moving out slowly. We've got a little section after the rock that the stretcher's on now. There's a section they have to bridge it across, fill it with humans, pass it over the top. So you can see gaps up there. We've got Kev, I think, in the hole, bridging a little bit of a gap. So when we actually came into the cave, we came down through here, but we need a straight line for the stretcher, which was up across the top. There's often a lot of sitting or standing in awkward places when you're doing cave rescue. So this is actually the trickiest section for a rescue from here. Getting out the exit, there's a whole lot of little holes, or well, bigger holes deep enough to lose a few people in.
I'm off.
So for me personally, this has been interesting. Last 4 or 5 years I've been active role, been involved in the physical activity of doing this, organising the training and so forth. But I've stepped back from that now and been more of a sort of advisor and checker on things, and now cameraman as well. So it's quite good doing it and taking it from looking at it from a different perspective. Right, time to climb out, helmet back on. Get the big hairy beard out of the way. If I'm on rope, I have to tie up my beard. And I can turn my light off now because I've got daylight.
I'm awkward, but John's got all the way.
Okay.
I want to do it all day, but I'm okay at the moment.
Right, climbing out.
Okay, we good on 3?
Yep.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
So in a month, 6 weeks from now, we have the Northland SAR-X, which is a search and rescue exercise where all the crew will come together. There'll be probably about 50 or 60 people here doing a whole range of scenarios. That will actually be operating for 48 hours, and that'll be through the night on the Friday night doing well, it's going to be a surprise for the team.